Emmet Fox was a man of profound wisdom. He was a pioneer in the realm of spiritual thought. Born in Ireland in 1886, his journey led him to the heart of the New Thought movement. Fox's teachings, characterized by simplicity and practicality, resonated deeply with a world seeking solace and understanding. He offered a fresh perspective on ancient truths, making them accessible to the everyday seeker. His words were not mere rhetoric, they were tools for transformation. Fox believed in the power of the human mind to shape reality. He taught that our thoughts, imbued with intention and faith, could heal our bodies and our lives. This philosophy, radical in its simplicity, became the cornerstone of his legacy. Fox's impact on the world of spirituality is undeniable. His teachings transcended cultural and geographical boundaries, touching the lives of millions. He reminded us that we are not victims of circumstance, but rather architects of our own destiny. The New Thought movement, which blossomed in the late 19th century, provided fertile ground for Fox's teachings to take root. This movement, characterized by its optimistic outlook and emphasis on the power of the mind, resonated with Fox's own beliefs. It was a time of great spiritual and intellectual ferment, a search for meaning beyond traditional religious doctrines. Fox's message of hope and self-empowerment struck a chord with those seeking a more personal and experiential spirituality. He offered a path to healing and transformation that was rooted in the power of positive thinking and the belief in a benevolent universe. His teachings, far from being esoteric or abstract, were deeply practical. Fox provided his followers with concrete tools and techniques to apply his principles in their daily lives. He emphasized the importance of affirmations, visualization, and the conscious cultivation of positive thoughts. Central to Fox's philosophy was the belief in the inherent goodness of humanity and the transformative power of love. He saw each individual as a spark of the divine, possessing unlimited potential for growth and healing. Fox reminded his followers that they were not separate from this divine source, but rather intimately connected to it. This connection, he taught, was the source of their power. By aligning themselves with the divine within, individuals could overcome limitations, heal their bodies and minds, and create a life of joy and abundance. Fox's teachings were not merely about positive thinking, they were about spiritual awakening. He believed that true transformation came from a deep understanding of our spiritual nature and our connection to the divine. His teachings encouraged individuals to look within, to connect with their true selves, and to tap into the boundless wellspring of love and wisdom that resided there. Emmet Fox's teachings were not based on blind faith or wishful thinking. He presented a science of mind, a framework for understanding the power of thought. Fox believed the mind was a creative force, shaping our experiences. He drew parallels between thought principles and the laws of physics. These laws were immutable, operating regardless of our awareness. By aligning with these laws, we could create positive change. This approach resonated with those seeking a rational spirituality. One of Fox's most enduring metaphors is the comparison of thoughts to seeds. Every thought is a seed, and every seed will eventually produce fruit after its kind. This analogy highlights the creative power of our minds and the importance of choosing our thoughts carefully. Just as a farmer selects seeds, knowing they determine the harvest, we should be mindful of our thoughts. Fox emphasized that thoughts have a vibrational frequency and like attracts like. Positive thoughts attract positive experiences. Fox provided his followers with practical tools and techniques for cultivating a positive mindset. He emphasized the importance of affirmations, positive self-talk, and the practice of gratitude. Affirmations he taught were positive statements that, when repeated regularly with conviction, could reprogram the subconscious mind and bring about desired changes in our lives. He encouraged individuals to create affirmations that resonated with their personal goals and aspirations, and to repeat them throughout the day, especially during moments of doubt or fear. Positive self-talk, Fox believed, was equally important. He urged individuals to become aware of their inner dialogue and to challenge negative or limiting beliefs. Replacing negative self-talk with positive and encouraging words, he argued, could boost self-esteem, improve confidence, and create a more optimistic outlook on life. Furthermore, Fox emphasized the transformative power of gratitude. He believed that focusing on the good in our lives, even in the midst of challenges, could shift our perspective and attract more blessings. While Fox may not have explicitly used the term law of attraction, his teachings laid the foundation for this popular concept. He emphasized that like attracts like in the mental realm, meaning that our thoughts and beliefs act as magnets, drawing to us experiences that match their vibration. Fox taught that by focusing on what we want rather than what we don't want, and by cultivating feelings of gratitude and expectancy, we could align ourselves with the abundance of the universe and manifest our desires. He stressed the importance of visualization, encouraging individuals to create clear mental pictures of their desired outcomes and to hold on to those images with faith and conviction. By consistently focusing on the positive and aligning our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions with our goals, Fox argued, we could harness the law of attraction and create a life of joy, abundance, and fulfillment. His teachings provided a roadmap for personal transformation, empowering individuals to become conscious creators of their own reality. Emmet Fox believed in the interconnectedness of the mind, body, and spirit. Our physical well-being is linked to our mental and emotional states. Dis-ease often stems from disharmony within the mind. Negative thoughts and unresolved conflicts can manifest as physical ailments. Positive thoughts and a peaceful mind promote healing. Fox valued both traditional medicine and spiritual healing. He saw spiritual healing as complementary to medical treatment. Aligning with the divine's healing power can transform health. Fear, according to Emmet Fox, was a major obstacle to well-being. He believed fear was at the root of many negative emotions. Fear could manifest as anxiety, worry, and stress. Fox taught that fear was often based on illusions. He encouraged confronting fears with courage and faith. By shining awareness on fears, we diminish their power. Acknowledging fears and focusing on love, we break free. Releasing fear leads to spiritual liberation and joy. Forgiveness in Emmet Fox's teachings was not merely about condoning wrongdoing or excusing hurtful behavior. It was a profound act of self-healing and liberation. Fox believed that holding on to resentment, anger, and grudges was like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Unforgiveness, he argued, kept us tethered to the past, poisoning our present and hindering our ability to move forward with joy and peace. He taught that true forgiveness was a gift we give to ourselves, an act of releasing the emotional baggage that weighed us down. Fox emphasized that forgiveness did not require forgetting or condoning the offense. It was about choosing to let go of the negative emotions associated with the experience and to move forward with compassion and understanding. He believed that forgiveness was a powerful form of spiritual alchemy, transforming resentment into peace and bitterness into love. By embracing forgiveness, Fox taught, we could free ourselves from the shackles of the past and open our hearts to greater love, healing, and joy. The practice of spiritual treatment. Emmet Fox offered practical guidance for healing and transformation. He developed a method involving steps to align with the divine flow. First, identify the problem needing healing. Be specific and clear about what to change. Switch thoughts from the problem to God. Focus on the limitless power of the divine. Use affirmations that resonate and repeat with conviction. Finally, release the problem to God. Surrendering opens the door for divine intervention. The body as a reflection of the mind. Emmet Fox believed that the body is a mirror, reflecting the state of our mind and emotions. He taught that our thoughts and beliefs have a direct impact on our physical health. Negative thoughts, stress, anxiety, and fear, he argued, could create blockages in the flow of vital energy, leading to illness. Conversely, positive thoughts, love, joy, and peace could promote healing and well-being. Fox encouraged his followers to pay attention to their bodies, to listen to the messages their bodies were sending. He believed that physical symptoms were often the body's way of communicating an imbalance or disharmony within. He taught that by addressing the underlying mental and emotional causes of illness, we could create the conditions for healing to occur naturally. Fox emphasized the importance of self-care practices, such as meditation, relaxation techniques, and spending time in nature as ways to nurture both the body and the mind. Unveiling the Sermon. Emmet Fox's interpretation of the Sermon on the Mount unveils a profound message of personal transformation. This sermon, delivered by Jesus, serves as a cornerstone of Christian teachings. Fox believed that its wisdom extended far beyond religious boundaries, offering timeless principles for spiritual living that could benefit people from all walks of life. He saw it as a practical guide to embodying the Christ consciousness in our daily lives. Fox's approach to the Sermon on the Mount was unique in its simplicity and practicality. He believed that the true power of the sermon lay not in its literal interpretation, but in its spiritual essence. He encouraged his followers to look beyond the surface of the text and to delve into its deeper meaning. He taught that the sermon contained powerful metaphysical principles that, when applied correctly, could transform our lives. Fox's interpretation of the sermon resonated with many who were seeking a more experiential and transformative approach to spirituality. One of the central themes of the Sermon on the Mount is the concept of the kingdom of heaven. Fox believed that this kingdom was not a physical place, but rather a state of consciousness. It was the realization of our divine nature and our oneness with God. He taught that this kingdom was within each of us, waiting to be discovered and experienced. Fox emphasized that the key to entering this kingdom was through a shift in our thinking. He believed that by aligning our thoughts and beliefs with the principles of love, compassion, forgiveness, and peace, we could access the transformative power of the kingdom within. This inner transformation, he argued, would then naturally manifest in our outer lives, leading to greater harmony, abundance, and fulfillment. Fox believed that the kingdom of heaven was not something we needed to wait for after death, but rather a state of being we could experience here and now through the power of spiritual understanding. Forgiveness is a recurring theme in the Sermon on the Mount, and Fox believed it was essential for spiritual growth and healing. He saw forgiveness not as a sign of weakness, but as an act of strength and liberation. Fox taught that holding on to resentment, anger, and grudges was like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. He emphasized that forgiveness was not about condoning or excusing hurtful actions, but rather about releasing ourselves from the negative energy associated with the past. Fox believed that when we forgive others, we free ourselves from the shackles of resentment and open ourselves to the healing power of love and compassion. He taught that forgiveness was a gift we give to ourselves, a path to inner peace and spiritual liberation. Fox believed that practicing forgiveness, even in the face of great hurt, was essential for experiencing the transformative power of the Sermon on the Mount. The Golden Rule, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you," is a central tenet of the Sermon on the Mount. Fox believed that this simple yet profound principle held the key to creating a more harmonious and loving world. He taught that living by the Golden Rule required us to cultivate empathy, compassion, and understanding towards others. Fox encouraged his followers to put themselves in the shoes of others and to treat everyone with the same kindness, respect, and consideration that they themselves wished to receive. He believed that by consistently acting from a place of love and understanding, we could create a ripple effect of positivity that would spread outwards, transforming our relationships and the world around us. Fox saw the Golden Rule not just as a moral imperative, but as a practical guide for creating a more just, compassionate, and fulfilling life. Emmet Fox believed that the Sermon on the Mount was not meant to be admired from afar, but rather to be lived and breathed in our daily lives. He taught that the principles of the sermon, such as love, forgiveness, compassion, and non-judgment, were not merely lofty ideals, but practical tools for navigating the challenges of human existence. He encouraged his followers to integrate these principles into their everyday interactions, their thoughts, words, and actions. Fox believed that by consciously choosing to live in alignment with the teachings of the sermon, we could experience a profound transformation in our relationships, our careers, our health, and our overall well-being. He taught that the Sermon on the Mount was a blueprint for a life of purpose, meaning, and spiritual fulfillment. Fox saw the sermon as a guide for personal growth and transformation, a path to realizing our full potential as human beings. Emmet Fox's The Golden Key is a deceptively simple yet profoundly powerful technique for overcoming challenges and finding peace. It's not a magic formula, but a shift in consciousness. Fox presents a method to access inner wisdom and strength. He does this by connecting with the divine. This golden key is the practice of consciously shifting our thoughts from problems to God. This doesn't mean denying the existence of problems. It's about changing our focus. We shift from a place of worry and fear to one of faith and trust. Fox believed that our problems, no matter how big or small, often stem from a sense of separation from the divine. By turning our attention to God, we tap into a source of infinite wisdom, love, and power, allowing solutions to unfold naturally. Shifting our focus. The human mind tends to dwell on problems. We analyze them, dissect them, and often magnify them. This only strengthens their grip on us. Fox recognized this tendency and offered a powerful antidote, shifting our focus to the divine. He argued that our problems cannot survive in the presence of God. When we fix our minds on God, we invite divine intelligence and power to work in our lives. It's not about ignoring the problem, but about changing our perspective. We move from a place of limitation to one of infinite possibility. This practice, however, requires conscious effort. It's about catching ourselves when we fall into worry or fear and gently redirecting our thoughts to God. This consistent practice weakens the grip of problems and opens us to a new realm of peace and solutions. The Power of Stillness. Central to the effectiveness of the Golden Key is the practice of stillness. Fox believed that in the quietness of our minds, we could hear the whispers of divine guidance. He compared the process to tuning a radio. Just as we need to adjust the dial to find the right frequency, we need to quiet our minds to attune ourselves to the frequency of the divine. This stillness, however, is not about emptying our minds completely. It's about quieting the incessant chatter of our thoughts, creating space for divine inspiration to flow through us. This can be achieved through practices like meditation, prayer, or simply spending time in nature. In the stillness, we connect with our inner wisdom, our intuition, and the source of all creation. It's in these moments of quiet contemplation that solutions often appear, seemingly out of thin air. Practical spirituality. The Golden Key exemplifies Emmet Fox's approach to spirituality. Practical, accessible, and applicable to everyday life. It's not a complex philosophy requiring years of study. It's a simple technique anyone can use, regardless of their background or beliefs. Fox believed that true spirituality was about experiencing tangible results in our lives. The Golden Key provided a tool for just that, overcoming obstacles, finding peace, and living a more fulfilling life. Its power lies in its simplicity and its focus on connecting with the divine. Fox encouraged people to experiment with the Golden Key in their own lives, to test its efficacy in their own experiences. He believed that by applying the simple technique consistently, they would discover its transformative power and unlock a world of peace, joy, and abundance. A legacy of light. Emmet Fox's teachings, though rooted in the early 20th century, remain timeless. His message of hope, empowerment, and positive thinking resonates with millions. Fox's legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of many. His work, translated into numerous languages, continues to inspire. His teachings transcend cultural and religious boundaries. We are spiritual beings with the power to heal and create a better world. Emmet Fox's legacy is a testament to the power of ideas to change lives.